What's making the news on this Wednesday? Well, the Daily Express announced to the world, along with about 3,000 other publications, Man City agree Matheus Nunes swap deal to force £50 million transfer over the line. The Toronto Star is all over, of course, the John Herdman situation. Herdman calls Toronto FC coaching gig his dream job, however long it takes. The Mail's all on Lionel Messi, who plays again tonight. Inter Miami superstar all smiles and training as he prepares to return to starting lineup for must-win MLS match against Nashville. Must-win. That's a bit of a stretch, isn't it? The iNews, whatever that is. Why Ange Postecoglou's gamble was a necessary evil, even if it cost Spurs a shot at silverware. Of course, they lost to Fulham last night in the Carabao Cup.
Thanks.
And Sky's reporting, Kissgate. Oh, yeah, I missed this one. It's been, 24 hours? Jorge Vilda could be sacked as Spain women's football head coach today. Let's start with John Herdman, shall we, Sarah? You were at the press conference yesterday. What was your takeaway from that press conference? Everything seems fresh and happy right now at TFC, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I mean, there were points that I wanted to ask him about coming to a team that's miserable right now. Like, it's not going to turn around in one evening, you know? It's going to be a lot of work he's going to have to do. But one thing I did take away, a positive, is that he seemed like he really wants to get back into being involved in football daily, which, as we know, international managers don't have that. You see your team a couple times a year, and that's it. This now at TFC, at club level, he's going to be, you know, interacting with his players day in and day out, on the pitch, games every week. Like, I think if that's what he wants, and it seems like it, that I think is great for him. I think, like, he wants to really be cemented in a team and just fully involved. So I think that was a really good thing. The fact that it's TFC, I mean, it's going to be a lot of work for him, but that was a positive I think I took away, because we obviously know he danced a little bit around of everything that's going on at Canada.
Yeah, you guys were both there. How do you think he handled the questioning?
He always handles it
He was
very
good?
well.
Yeah, it was all good?
No, he knows what he's saying.
Yeah.
John is pretty strategic in what he says. He knows that. But, I mean, what could he really say?
Well,
you know, we know the baggage around Toronto FC. He's not going to start until October the 1st. He's got a month or so now to just kind of sit down, observe from a distance, and talk to a lot of people about what's wrong with this club. He's not going to go out on the first press conference and start throwing players under the bus or the club, is he?
Was he grilled at all by anybody on leaving Canada and deciding to go to TFC?
Not too much.
Or
Again,
a lot of softball questions?
Yeah, I think he kind of, what could he say, right? He said it was a great 12 years. He did allude to the fact that his head was really turned around the World Cup and that he began looking at other opportunities, which I found a little bit interesting, that he was moving regardless. Listen, I really believe that despite the Canada soccer nonsense, I think this was the right time for him to leave anyway. Despite the World Cup, despite Copa America, this guy wants to get into club football. And when a job like TFC comes up, all jokes aside, it's a big job, one of the biggest jobs in North America, right? And he's based in Canada. It makes a lot of sense, moving from Vancouver, albeit. But I think it's just the kind of the great timing, the perfect fit for him right now. And who can blame him for leaving Canada soccer right now?
Yeah, and he's too good of a manager to be pinned underneath this cloud that is over Canada soccer. Way too good.
Yeah.
And put him in the spotlight where he wants to be. And there's no doubt in my mind, I know you agree with this too, that he'll be in Europe in the next 5, 6, maybe 7 years.
Well, yeah, we'll see. I mean, listen, he's got to rebuild the whole club here, right? And he's working closely with Jason Hernandez, the GM. But it does seem that it's going to be John's vision, and he'll tell Hernandez the type of players that he wants and needs. It's not hierarchy per se, but this is going to be John Herdman's club. Make no mistake about that. He'll be running the show. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. Terry Dunfield, by the way, will be staying on as in the first team staff.
Love that.
Which is a good move. I think optically it's a great move as well. Yeah. Terry's a good dude and knows his football. All right. So I mentioned Spurs, right? So Spurs lose in the Carabao Cup to Fulham on penalties yesterday. Ange, Albert's new favourite human being, his dad, basically, he's replaced his dad.
Second father,
Yeah, first father.
No, after last night, he's second again.
Oh, is he? Because he lost?
Yes.
Did you hear the comments post-match?
Some of them, yes.
Yeah, all right. Ellie, roll the clip.
You don't regret anything in life, mate. You know, life's too short for regrets. You know, sometimes it doesn't always work out, but no, I don't regret anything, mate.
I just love the way he speaks in press conferences, right? Nah, mate, no regrets. You can't have regrets in life, mate. See, he's giving advice to the reporter. He's giving advice to all of us. So damn likable, even in defeat.
Right. And yeah, he totally believes in himself. Really confident guy. Everything has been all good with Ange at Spurs, you know. Undefeated in the Premier League, back-to-back wins. Then you get into the Carabao Cup. And I think he made his first big mistake. Making those 9 changes against a Premier League side wasn't very smart, in my opinion. But I understand why he did it. He did say in the press conference, he was asked why did he decided to do it. He goes, well, we have no Europe this season. I have no opportunities to look at some of my fringe players, essentially, right? So he's got to do it at some point. And I guess he felt that, now was the time against Fulham. Not all on him, though. The team was dreadful. Oliver Skip, Højbjerg, Richarlison, Davison Sanchez, they constantly give him the ball away. That's not on the manager, right? But, I mean, when you throw at a team 9 changes from the weekend, there's going to be obviously some issues there. And when it went to penalties, I have no understanding why Davison Sanchez was the third penalty taker for Tottenham. But listen, all good for Ange so far, but first big massive mistake.
Big couple of days left, right?
Yeah.
The transfer deadline is Friday, I think 6 p.m. Eastern time. Brennan Johnson is still rumored to come in, but overall it's an exciting time, isn't it? Do you still enjoy the transfer deadline this time of year, or are you just kind of over it?
Yeah, but I mean, I know the next 48 hours are going to be absolutely bananas. We know that there's going to be movement still, and whether or not it's going to be big moves or a bunch of small ones. Yeah, we're a little exhausted, I'd say. Let's get it done. But something big is going to come up. There's going to be one last one that we're all going to wake up one morning and be like, oh my God. Yeah,
How did that happen?
I used to love it, and I don't love it as much as I used to. There's too much movement now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right?
In most sports,
It's
right?
usually just that one big signing, a transfer window. Now it's nonstop.
Yeah, I think with financial fair play, teams need to move players in and
it
move
is a
them
lot,
out,
yeah.
and the money has gone beyond just
crazy.
big money.
Yeah.
It's stupid money.
Did you hear the report of Mohamed Salah? I can't remember who. It was a credible reporter. I can't think of his name right now. It escapes me. But saying that he doesn't believe Salah will be there at the end of the week with Liverpool.
Oh, is that the last one, Jay? Are we going to wake up Friday morning?
I think that might be. I
the
think
one,
that's
right?
going to be the big one on deadline day.
No, it'll be the big one until 10 minutes later they announce the Mbappe loan signing.
Oh, you're
Oh,
banking
my
on
God.
that.
Replace-
It's not happening.
Replace most.
That is not happening.
God damn it! Please
It's going to
don't let
happen.
that
Sharms. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen, I think,
Yeah.
but I still don't think it's going to happen in this window.
Well, we have 48 hours to find out.
There's not enough noise right now. Mo hasn't come out and said demanded a transfer. Hasn't got to that
Mo
point.
also hasn't come out and said I'm staying at
I know,
Liverpool.
but
But he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to say that.
It's
not on
If
him.
he wants to, do you shut those down?
But like
though?
Yeah,
Ted
I
DiBiase
would
once
say-
famously said, everybody's got a price, Sharm.
Of course I do, yeah. But I still believe that when rumors happen, players can shut these things down really easily. And maybe they shouldn't have to. But if there's
But they
nothing
could.
to it, they could just shut
Yeah.
it down.
Yeah, but why would you? Because even if you don't get transferred now, it's going to drive up your price with the club that you're with or the
but
next club that you're going to.
All he comes out and says is, listen, I'm proud to be a player at Liverpool. I signed a big contract. I'm going to set records here. Now is not the right time. Don't discount it completely, but right now is not the right time.
Because in the back of his mind, he sees the dollar bills, Sharms.
Oh my goodness.
Let's be real. Let's be
It's
completely
Mo's
honest.
above dollar bills.
Oh,
Come
he
on.
sure he is. Sure he is.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Speaking of questionable, Mo's not a questionable character. He's a great
Yeah.
guy. But this Jorge Vilda story, to be sacked as Spain manager, we think, we're not entirely sure, Sarah. The whole Luis Rubiales situation continues. Let's do this, right? Because I'm kind of bored of this. It's just going on. There's a great video that Men in Blazers posted last night. It goes back to 2006, and all it is one Lionel Messi
Love.
just owning Luis Rubiales.
This is so
Oh.
disgusting. What, my
He's just
goodness.
gliding.
Look at that.
Outside, behind the legs, get out of here.
This is
for a hot dog.
Levante against Barcelona 2006. And just because Rubiales is so despised around the world right now, any excuse to embarrass him, I think, is what people are trying to find here.
What year, Sharms?
Messi was
2006.
still wearing 19.
This looks like it's from
like-
1985.
It looks like
Yeah.
some PlayStation
Yeah.
before it's PlayStation, right? Just the way he was moving.
Yeah.
around- oh,
That reminds me of way back when trying to find Premier League games to watch, and those Fugazi illegal streams.
Yeah, all the
and you're like,
pop-ups.
is that
Yeah,
that
they were-
Liverpool?
they were so
Who has the
bad.
ball? You can't really see. That's what that looked like. 2006. Jesus.
it wasn't that long ago, was it?
No, it wasn't. Well, yeah,
17 years ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow, I was like 32.
2006. I was graduating high school.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So was I.
Oh yeah, nice.
32.
yeah, sure you were.
All right, staying with your boy Messi there. He's playing tonight. Nashville into Miami as MLS continues. He is starting against Nashville.
Yeah,
called
set
the Tata
to
Martino.
start, eh? Just took one match, a little rest. Still came on in that match, as we all know. But Nashville's a tough team. It's the team that they played in the final of the League's Cup. It went to penalties. We know this very well. It's going to be difficult. This is at Drive Fink, though, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's always, I mean, the fiesta they have there, their fan base, they're loving it.
They can't believe it still, can they?
No,
They're living in dreamland.
it's just the music the entire time. It's a great atmosphere, to be honest. I think it helps the team for sure. But yeah, Messi's starting again. Interesting. I'm wondering if they're doing it because they know that he's going to miss those 3 matches to go train with Argentina. So they say, all right, well,
Well, he was rested on the weekend, right, for most of that game.
yeah, he was.
gotta play.
But it's not funny. Just at 36 years old, he misses most of one game after playing, 7 back-to-back, and within like 3 days of each other, and that was enough. But hey, it's Lionel Messi. You had some interesting odds about him scoring there.
Yeah, so I said before on the show that, in terms of betting, a lock, at least over the past couple of weeks, has been Messi to score.
Mm-hmm.
It's now minus 240. So you gotta, if you want to win $100, essentially, you got to drop $240.
That's like Haaland-esque from last season.
That's
isn't
more.
It?
It's more.
Is it more?
Yeah. For him to score twice, it's only plus 160.
Let's
So-
find out what Haaland is to score this
For an
weekend.
assist, according to North Star Bets, it's minus 106. There could be value there if you think he's going to assist Robert Taylor or Martinez.
Well, even the futures in North Star bets right now, Inter Miami, who are 11 points back at the playoffs, are still second favorites at plus 600 to win
come on.
MLS Cup, right?
What are we doing here?
It's crazy. Nashville, who they're playing tonight, are at plus 1,600 to win MLS
That's
Cup.
ridiculous.
They're 17 points better than Miami right now.
The Messi
Plus
effect is
1,600
crazy,
compared to
guys.
600.
It's crazy.
Nashville have a horrible away record. They haven't won in the last 6 games. I think 5 losses in a row. So
Yeah.
I think Messi and co are going to take care of business tonight.
Keep talking. I'm going to find some Haaland odds for this weekend.
There's
just
no
because.
way that Holland's odds are going to be as
So plus
like they're-
240. So minus 240.
Minus
Yeah, minus
240.
240.
There's no way.
That's crazy. Come on.
It's nuts.
Holland might. It depends who they play. Who are they playing this weekend? Man City?
City are playing Fulham, and that's at Man City as well.
I would say he's probably around like minus 150 or something like that
Okay, what are you saying, Sarah?
for
what do you
Holland
think?
to score. Even that might be high.
Yeah, minus 120.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, you can't even compare. Minus
To
240.
score is at. You're all wrong. To score minus 305.
305
305
For Holland,
against
on
Fulham.
North Star. Yep.
Wow. What are we doing here? That's insane.
I mean, he's good,
He's great.
but Messi's at minus 240.
Yeah.
I
What is
mean,
going
I mean, listen, they're probably both good. Okay, maybe
That's a
little
good
parlay
bet.
here.
Ooh,
That's
parlay.
But you see, if you parlay it both, it'll be minus money, the parlay.
Yes, it's crazy,
It's
isn't
not
it?
even worth it.
First goal scorer for Haaland is plus 128. There's your plus money.
Yeah, there you go.
Not,
Or
to,
just
not to
maybe
score plus 225.
How about if you parlay both to score a hat trick? Maybe there's something there.
Oh
But
my
Fulham,
goodness.
listen, they're not bad defensively, but still minus 300.
Fulham's a good story.
Speaking of which, doesn't it feel like Messi and Ronaldo play every single day?
Yeah. Well,
Sorry,
Ronaldo,
who?
is
Was the
where's
second
he?
one?
He's playing.
You guys are the
I have
worst.
no idea.
I go on social, X
see it on
Twitter,
social,
and it's
but I
like,
don't-
oh, Ronaldo scored. Oh, Messi's playing again. And when's
Well,
the break
the thing
here?
is with Messi in the League's Cup, that tournament it wasn't like the games weren't
Bananas.
separated by a week. It was almost 3 to 4 days they were playing every game. So there was a moment in time where Messi was playing like twice a week, every couple days. So
Yeah, I don't know
that-
the Saudi schedule, but it's nonstop.
You let us know because you know I won't be watching.
Apparently, I saw a headline. Apparently, he gave up the penalty to his teammate.
Oh, and everyone was like, look how nice he is. The storylines that these Ronaldo fans are aching for.
Here we
I
go.
know.
He's not happy
I'm
about
still not
Messi.
watching it. I'm just
Yes,
still.
That's for sure. Back to the Prem now. Mateus Nunes about to join Man City from Wolves. Obviously, the Paqueta deal fell through because of the gambling allegations.
Yeah.
So they get a solid player, good
Really
player.
good player.
He only joined Wolves last year for 38 million. So they're making about 10 million over the course of 41 games. Pretty good business.
And plus the Neves deal,
Tommy
right?
Doyle, and Tommy Doyle coming over as well in the other way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's good business. Another really scheming, attacking player for Man City.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
what we
interested.
need.
I'm interested to see where he plays, though, right? Because he can play on the left, the right, through the middle.
Yeah, I think it's through the middle because with De Bruyne out for a while, this guy,
Right.
I think he's short-term, maybe long-term replacement for De Bruyne.
I don't think so. I don't know if he has the same, even close to that attacking ability.
I really enjoyed him last year.
He's good.
He's
Defensively,
brilliant.
he's solid.
but
I mean,
we'll have to see how he, does at City.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not on the same level.
last year in the
obviously.
Premier League, I think he was like top 5, top 6 in successful dribbles, which is like more than De Bruyne and Odegaard and some of those players. And Pep actually, when they played Sporting in the Champions League, after I can't remember, it was the first leg or the second leg, he called Nunes one of the best in the world. So he's had his eye on him for a long time.
I love the way Pep will drop that every now and again, or you'll
Yeah.
see him post-match with a certain player with his arm around him. You know,
Yeah.
oh, great
And then
game.
they
It's
show
too
up
bad
at
he lost
City.
3-0, and then they show up a year later.
You know
He's
who
always
else is the king
working
of
it.
that? Jurgen Klopp.
He is good at that.
Anytime Liverpool play a team in the Champions League and there's some sort of star, Minamino comes to head right away.
Some kind
All
of
of a
star.
sudden, the next
But I know,
window,
you're right.
he's a Liverpool player.
When was the last time they played PSG?
PSG.
Was he all over
Get out of
Mbappe?
here. Mbappe's not going to Liverpool.
And holding out hope of a loan deal, a crazy price
There's
loan
no
deal.
chance.
Would you? Okay.
There's no
Would
chance.
you lose Salah? Like if you're Jurgen Klopp in Liverpool,
Yeah.
you
Yes,
lose Salah,
yes,
but you bring in
yes.
Mbappe for 1 year.
Yes. The answer is yes. Every single time it's yes. Mbappe, are you kidding me?
Would that put Liverpool closer to City as a champion contender this year?
100%. Kylian
Yeah, I
Mbappe
think
is
so.
arguably the best player in the world right now.
Even though they can't defend.
Yeah, well, that's not his problem. He's going to score all
That's
the
a
goals.
great
You guys got to
question.
take care of the rest. The answer is you take Mbappe for 1 year and you win everything.
Hey, you still get the transfer fee for Salah?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Nuts.
So you're trading a lifetime of Mo Salah.
Yeah.
He's 32, mind you, almost for 1 season of Mbappe.
You're going to have a lot of
Yes.
money, right?
Do you remember
Hopefully-
the World Cup final? That is all you
He
need.
lost that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 goals.
Yeah.
Turned it on with none of his French players
When
playing.
he decided to.
Yeah, well, if he wants to, he can. We know his capabilities. He's yeah.
For the record, I would do it too.
Yeah.
Well, Liverpool will
No
get a
doubt.
boatload of money. You get Mbappe for a year. He'll fall in love with Anfield, probably. Potentially challenge City for the title. You're going to have all this money left over. Hey, can we make a deal for Mbappe?
And it's publicised his mum is a huge Liverpool fan.
You're making that up.
No,
The
it's true.
stars are aligning.
Have a look.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Sharm's coming
Oh,
in
yeah.
hot.
Mbappe with a Scouser accent. I'd pay money to see it.
We got to film a reaction video when Mohamed Salah moves on.
Oh, yeah.
Friday.
I tell you what,
James just
listen,
crying
no,
in
no,
the
no.
corner.
If he moves, but Mbappe comes on Friday, I tell you, my 442picks.ca might be very different.
Yeah,
Might be
I
very
bet
different
so.
for the remainder of the season. You can log in and sign up right now. By the way, it's free to play. 442picks.ca. You can win a ton of money, potentially $250,000, also weekly and monthly prizes. Room 442 is brought to you by North Star Bets. That's a win.